In this video, I will expose top 10 roofing sales gimmicks. This is Roofing Insights. On this channel, we tell the truth about roofing industry. If you're the homeowner and you're on the market for a new roof, about to hire a contractor, please watch this video to the end. I've been roofing my contractor for the last 7 years. I've seen it all. I've seen what not honest contractors do. So you need to be prepared. Don't get scammed. Don't get waxed. I want you to be prepared for this kind of unethical behaviors, because salespeople often don't tell you all the truth, and they do use gimmicks. Here's my list of top 10 gimmicks in the roofing industry. Number 1. False sense of urgency. Now, I have to be very careful what I say, because I also, like I told you, I own a roofing business. I have sales guys out there. So sense of urgency is something that salespeople are using. There's nothing wrong with that. For example, every year we come and see houses that we know not gonna last another year, another winter. So we tell homeowner, hey, take care of this. You're gonna have leaks in the very next, couple months. And then sure enough, people like to procrastinate. They don't want to spend $10,000, $20,000. They are hoping they're gonna get another year or two out of their roof, and then 3 months later they get a first snow. We get a call, hey, please come save me. I have 3 leaks right now. Didn't have them for the last 12 years. So we have to build sense of urgency when we do see that that roof will not last long. Now, with all of that being said, there's a lot of people out there who create false sense of urgency. For example, if you live in an area that just got hail damage, right? So your neighbors, you see it on your car, you see it everywhere. So hail damage event took place. The roofers start coming in, knocking on your doors, going on your roof and telling you need new roof. Well, you have about 2 years to file insurance claim. Your roof probably from the hail damage not gonna leak for the next 5-6 years. You do need to replace it. That's why insurance companies are paying for the replacement. But it's not something that you need to make a decision today. So what a lot of unethical sales guys do, they're gonna come to you, they're gonna scare you. If you're not gonna sign a contract right here, right now with my company, tomorrow you're gonna have a leak. Relax, chill. Even if that's the case, even if your roof will leak tomorrow, your insurance company will cover it because event just took place. If you have missing shingles, just be aware that there are sales guys out there. They're trying to scare you and telling you they're the only options. I want you to be comfortable with the contractor in front of you. Make sure if you're not comfortable with him, get a second or third opinion. Check out Roofing Insights directory, ask for recommendation, talk to neighbors. Make sure it's educated decision. Make sure you trust the person in front of you, his company, their record, make sure they're local, all of those things. Because if you're just making decision because you're scared, that's a bad place to be in any buying decision. So false sense of urgency does happen a lot in our industry. I highly recommend to get a second or even third opinion and see if it's in fact that urgent, or maybe your roof even have a couple more years in it. Maybe it's a bad condition, but it's still gonna last. Number 2, free roof gimmick. There's nothing free in this life. If they are in business to make profit, they will charge you. Now, where free roof gimmick comes from? Well, it comes directly from, we're gonna waive your deductible, don't have to pay anything, we're gonna cover your deductible. And I'm surprised how many guys are still doing it. They even put it on the billboards and magazines and the Facebook ads. Free roof, free roof, free roof. There's no such a thing as a free roof. If you have a hail damage, if you have a storm damage, if you file an insurance claim, you have to pay your insurance deductible. That's not free right there. So don't fall into these scams. Companies who are offering free roofs are usually companies who cut a lot of corners. They're not competitive. Listen, if I'm a contractor and I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, I'm charging you deductible, so I'm not gonna advertise free roof. I'm gonna say something like this: we will work with the insurance company and all you have to pay is your deductible. It's not free. insurance is paying for it and you're paying your portion, which is deductible, but it's not free. And of course, someone next to me can come in and say, well, but I will do it for free. I will cover your deductible. Of course, you will go with him, but why are they doing it? Because they're not competitive. They don't understand how to build the value, how to do it right. They're cutting corners, they violate the law, and it's illegal. You can get in trouble, they can get in trouble. You know, there's no such a thing as a free roof. Don't believe, don't fall into it. A lot of companies are doing it. Those are the companies who usually go out of business in a year or two, and then you're gonna stick with a roof, probably without warranty, because if your roofer is out of business, your material is probably not gonna have warranty either with the manufacturer. So be very careful who you hire. Do expect to pay something. You can get free estimate, but you should not be expecting free roof altogether, even if it's insurance claim. Number 3, your roof is too old. I see it all the time. I see some roofs are being replaced after 12, 13 years. If you're the homeowner, you need to know that most roofs will last anywhere from 15 to 20 years. Just because you have someone checking your roof, and let's say your roof is 11 years old. Now, it's different in different markets. You know, down south it might be aging a little bit different than up north, but up north we have snow and ice dams. Every roof will age differently, but on average, like here in Minneapolis, for example, life expectancy of roofing shingles is about 18 years. Brent Siemens in Tennessee telling me that it's about 15 years over there. In sunny Florida, it might be even less. I mean, it really depends. Do you have trees around the house? Do you have some shade? Or your shingles are always baking in the hot sun? So with all of that, even if your roof is old, it's just the age. It has nothing to do with the urgency to replace your roof today. So when people come to you, same thing as the first gimmick. Sense of urgency. Get a second opinion. Is it true that you need to replace it this year, or can you wait 2 or 3 or 4 more years? I've seen many roofs where I would recommend homeowners say, yes, it's towards the end of its life, but everything is good. I don't see any major issues. You probably have 2 or 3 years. Your roof is 14 years old. You can probably wait maybe 3 years, but then I would recommend you're replacing it. Now, sometimes I'll see a 12-year-old roof and I'll highly recommend replacing it. Make sure you make educated decision and don't let just the age of the roof be a deciding factor to hire a contractor. Number 4 is my favorite. Free estimates for roof replacements from companies who are not doing roof repairs. Listen, if company is not doing roof repairs, in my humble opinion, storm or not, hail damage or not, they should not be inspecting your roof. Here's why. Let's say you sell cars, you're a dealer. You go down the street, you see someone driving a 10-year-old car. Would you come to him and say, hey man, let me inspect your car. Let me make sure everything is good with your car. Oh, you need brakes, you need that. Well, your car is probably worth $5,000 and I see that it'll cost you about $4,000 to repair it. Well, you probably need a new car. If you're the dealer, right, you should not be given quotes for repairs. You're not a mechanic. Mechanic will tell you how to get the most out of your car. The same goes with the roofing business. What do you think will happen if you let roofing contractors who is not doing repairs on your roof? The only option he has for you is a replacement. He doesn't do the repairs. So those companies who do free estimates, their estimates usually loaded. You know, they're not free. They're there for one reason only. Not to take care of the roof, but to replace your roof. So let's say your roof is replaceable and you can, you know, fix couple shingles, you have couple blown shingles, maybe 1 or 2 leaks. If company who doesn't do repairs come to your house and say, well, we can file insurance claim on your behalf and insurance will pay for entire thing. What if they're not gonna pay? You know, what if you don't have enough damage for insurance claim? I would say this, if that company, and I would even ask that contractor, do you do repairs? If he says yes, and you still have suspicion that they don't, maybe you've read online reviews, maybe he's out of town, you just don't trust him yet, it's okay to ask for referrals for repairs. Because if you ask me, like my company, we do repairs every single day. So if you ask me for referrals for my repair jobs, absolutely. I'll come to my production manager, say, give me the last 5 repairs we did this week. I'll give it to the homeowners, because roofers have to fix real problems on the roofs. We're not in business just to replace new jobs, but unfortunately, a lot of guys, especially storm chasers, they're not there to help with the repairs. They're there only to help with the full replacements. That's their business model. Guess what? If you let 5 roofers like that on your roof, now you have a traffic. Now, how can that roofer be 100% honest with you? I mean, if you're the dealer and you're only sell cars, you don't fix cars, why that dealer would give you price for repairs? He's not even in that business. He's not a mechanic. So don't let anyone on your roof who is not doing repairs on a regular basis. And if you have suspicions that they don't, ask for reference. You'll find out very, very quickly if they do it or not. Because if that sales rep tells you, well, I'll get back to you or whatever, let it be. Don't sign a contract. Don't let them on the roof. Ask for references. He gives it to you. You let them in. He doesn't, you go to the next contractor. Number 5, forced contingency agreements with big cancellation fees. I see it all the time. Very pressure sales process. Sales reps comes in, no pressure, no pressure. Just sign right here. Just sign right here. The moment you sign, you have usually 3 days to cancel. By the way, if you recently signed a contract and you're suspicious, maybe you watch this video and like, hey, I don't feel comfortable with that company anymore. You still have, in most states, you have 3 days to cancel. Now, after that, some, unfortunately, companies use cancellation fees. So you stick with them, you don't go anywhere else. Now, I'm a big believer that it's normal practice. It's okay to have cancellation fees. Here's why. If you call me and I come out to your house and we call your insurance company, we meet your adjuster, and we're already working on your claim, right? So talking about hours of my time, hours of my supplementer. So we're already adding overhead. We have several appointments with the insurance company, negotiation, writing 15-page estimate. So for that, we have to get compensated, right? Because when we do all of the work and we agree with the insurance company that this is going to be our scope of work, and then you cancel on us, now we did all of that for free. That's just bad faith, bad practice. It's unethical for the homeowner to do. So make sure before you do all of that, only sign a contract with a contractor who you're going to be working with. Don't just sign with this guy, use his estimate and his quote to negotiate with this guy. Homeowners do that. I will call you out in the next video probably. But in this video, I'm telling you, if you sign a contract, make sure you understand cancellation fee. And the gimmick is to have such a big cancellation fee for nothing. If he did not meet the adjuster, he didn't wrote estimate, nothing like that, he did not earn his cancellation fee. So be aware of the gimmick. Some guys put high number on their contract just so you're on the hook and you're not going to cancel. I think you still can get out of those contracts if you feel you have a solid reason to get out of the contract. You can also reach out to us. We'll give you advice. Every situation is different. But the gimmick is high cancellation fees, very high pressure sales process in the beginning to sign for that, so later you cannot get out of the contract. Number 6 in my book is very simple, hidden cost. Unfortunately, there's a lot of contractors who like to surprise their homeowners with a higher bill at the end. During the estimate, they're not looking at details, they're not sticking their head in the attic, they're not looking at the entire system. And then when they start the job, they're like, oh, I didn't see this, I didn't see that, but we have to do it. And now you feel obligated because the job has already started. You don't know why he didn't check the attic, the decking or what else needed for that job. But it's very common. A lot of contractors do very bare minimum and later just stick you with a bigger bill, and your job might go from $15,000 to $25,000. And you probably would go with another contractor if he would, be a little bit more thorough. I call it a gimmick because when you sell $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 jobs, you want to make sure you are as accurate as possible. Of course, we have items that, we should expect to go wrong, and we should tell homeowner, hey, there's a possibility that this might increase because I don't see what's behind there. Sometimes we just don't see. Some, attics are closed and we just don't see, everything from the top. But a lot of guys use it as a gimmick and come back for more money afterwards. Number 7, this one is very weak gimmick, but a lot of guys actually do it. So they knock at your door, they tell you that you have a damage, they want to work with you, you don't want to sign a contract yet, you want to call your insurance company, say, let me see what insurance adjuster will say, blah, blah, blah. They agree to that, but they still want to lock you in somehow. How do they do it? They politely ask you, hey, it's okay, we can sign a contract later. Can I put a yard sign in front of your yard before? I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Here's why they're doing it. The reason is very simple. They want to dominate your neighborhood. So they didn't sell you a job yet, but they want everybody in their neighborhood to see yard signs. So they want to advertise, right? So your neighbor drives by later at night coming from work, he sees yard sign here, yard sign there, maybe 10 yard signs. None of them signed. Nobody picked this company yet, but they think they did. And now it's a snowball. They get it more and more. So it's a gimmick. It's nothing but a gimmick. As a matter of fact, we have a company here in Minneapolis, piggyback riding of my company we're in legal fight with. So name of the company is Better Solutions. So they've been in business for like 10, 15 years. About a year ago, they decided to take our name, my company name, Storm Group, and just attach it to their company name. So Better Solutions became Better Solutions Storm Group. We have trademark Storm Group Roofing. We're fighting it. Legal involved. We send them cease and desist letters. Anyway, just gives you perspective and idea what kind of character behind the company. By the way, if you're about to change your name to something like add Storm Group, I don't own word Storm or Storm Group, right? But it's a unique combination of words. And our company have over 1,000 reviews. At the time when this company did it, they have like 2 reviews. Now they have way more reviews from friends and family. But anyway, this company here, they stole our name and they put it on their yard signs. But now I have a lot of friends in business. So other companies are texting me saying, Dmitry, check out this yard sign. They didn't sign a contract. So they're doing this number 7 gimmick where really weak sales process. So they go in a house, can't sell the job, still put yard sign there, and then competition comes in, signs the contract, confiscate the yard sign, and I get to keep them. I have quite a few actually in my office. So there's nothing unethical what we do. Contractors should not pay homeowners to advertise. We put the yard signs because you let us, because you are excited to work with us and you want to tell the world that, hey, this is my contractor of choice. Look at him, guys. Do business with him. I like this guy. You don't let him put a yard sign just because he offered you $1,000 to cover your deductible. So as far as Better Solution, guys, comment below. What do you think? I mean, if you're about to change your name, wouldn't you do the research? Just very basic. If you type in Storm Group, and this is what bothers me, because now, I've been spending a couple $100,000 a year on my branding and marketing. We have thousands of reviews, YouTube videos, Facebook, a whole bunch of stuff. Now, this company, if you type Storm Group, they actually show up on the first page of Google. So they're literally stealing my branding. So piggyback writing of my brand, and it bothers me. So if you guys watching it out there from Better Solutions, I don't know if you're stupid or if you're lying that you did not know about our name. They said that they did not know. It's impossible to not know who we are in this town. We work in the same neighborhoods. Our yard signs next to each other. So you probably have seen it many, many times. Even if you didn't know who I am, before you add a name, you have to be stupid not to do the research on that name. Nobody goes, after 15 years in business, just adds other 2 random words to their name. And by the way, Better Solutions, based on what I've seen, your worst solution. And I'm going to keep calling you out because you're not very good contractor, very weak. And if you want to keep that name, it'll cost you a lot. Storm Group is my company. don't mess with me. I mean, I'm very competitive, if you did not notice. If you want to fight, if you want to do this, you do it right. So far, you're making a lot of business mistakes. You are not doing great service to your homeowners. We're taking jobs from you. My competition taking jobs from you. If you guys are in Minneapolis watching this video, if you see Better Solutions Storm Group yard signs, just know that most likely they don't have a contracts on those jobs. So you're welcome to go knock at those doors and sell them, just like some of my friends did recently. Number 8, almost like a yard signs, this is actually way worse. I've seen people doing it in my town in 2017. Comment below if you ever seen it in your market. Company comes in, maybe didn't sign a contract, maybe signed a contract, doesn't matter. They say they'll work with the insurance company. Next thing you know, they're not going to put only yard sign. They actually will deliver materials to your project before even you sign a contract with them. Really, really weird. Before adjuster comes out. And the reason they do it, they want to secure the job. They think that just because materials arrived, they're like, oh, I thought we were still waiting for adjustment. I thought we still like working on the process and you already have materials there. So now they think you locked in. Just like yard sign gimmick, people think, oh, you know, he already put a yard sign, so I have to work with him. No, you don't. You don't have a contract, you don't have a contract. You didn't give down payment. You know, this is just assumption. They think they get a job. They didn't earn it yet. Number 9. We are local. If you see guys from out of town but telling you that they're actually local guys and they work with a local brand, make sure you ask a little bit more questions. In our interview with LC on our channel, we talk about this issue. It's called sets in the roofing industry. The way it works, after the storm, companies from out of town come in and they're not licensed. They don't have crews and infrastructure to take care of the jobs. So what they do is they find local company and they work with them. In 2017, I have a guys from New York, I think, Virginia area, come to me with 10 sales reps and they offer me a set. They said, Dmitry, we just need your name. We'll go and sell on your behalf. We'll sell, you know, 10, 12 million dollars. And then we want like 5% from it. So here's the problem with it. Those guys, if I would let them do it, I would never do the set. I don't recommend it. I've seen too many stories where companies get ruined really fast. So those 10 sales guys essentially would be using this gimmick. They would be going to homeowners and saying, hey, we are local. So now it's not a big deal if like my company will hire sales rep who wants to move to Minneapolis, for example, from out of town. That's different. But we hire all the time, right? But after the storm, this local gimmick becomes very popular. Everybody becomes local. Like if you're in Texas, you know, just hail in Dallas, everybody from 500-mile radius rush to Dallas and everybody becomes local. So you do your research. If you have suspicion that guy in front of you is not local, make sure you investigate that, ask enough questions about that. But sometimes we have to do what we have to do. I just want you as a homeowner to be comfortable and make sure you make a right decision. Number 10, immature mistakes. Last on my list is very, very popular gimmick. Gimmick goes like this. Contractor comes out, maybe lazy, maybe don't have attention to details, but makes obvious mistake. In my first year in business, I have a special request, Certainty red shingles. I forgot the name of the color, but it was a red shingle color. One thing I didn't know back then, and I found out really, really fast, that shingle color was asphalt shingles, just regular, but they are cost almost double than regular shingles. So I think I was paying $70 to $80 for regular shingles, and that red color cost $140. I'm glad I asked my supplier, I put a bid together, provided estimate to the homeowner. Guess what? I lost the job. So I lost the job, not a big deal. 2 weeks later, homeowner calls me and says, Dmitry, I'm actually canceling the contract. Contractor is giving me my money back and I want to hire you. And I asked him what happened. And he told me that his bid was $1,000 or $2,000 cheaper, was significant amount. and he did not do his research. I respect homeowners like that a lot because he respects me. He said, because you did it right in the first place. Even after the fact that that contractor would match my price, homeowner still would not give him business. He said, you did it right. That guy does not deserve business because I don't want to pay more. So he went with me, gave me money, and I did the job. So the point is this. You have to pay based on initial estimate. In my opinion, if you are the contractor and made that mistakes, you have to honor it or get out of the business. Don't know how to measure a roof? Out of business. Don't know how to estimate materials? Out of business. And if you're the homeowner and looking for the contractors right now, check Roofing Insights directory. We have contractors in every city. If we don't have someone listed already, we will find one for you. I personally will review the estimates and I personally will guarantee my recommendation. If my contractor will do any of these 10 gimmicks that I covered in this video, I promise you, I will make it right. Up to $20,000. If they install bad job, if they make mistake, if they do wherever it is they do that is absolutely wrong by my standard and I recommended them to you, I will make it right. We help homeowners all the time. If you have estimates and you're confused, you just need guidance, I would like to help you. Just reach out to me directly. I will review everything you have and I will help you to make educated decision how to hire a roofing contractor. Comment below, guys, what did I miss? If you're the homeowner or the contractor, I love to hear your stories. What I'll do is I'll pick the best comment from the comments below. I'll send you a big box of goodies from Roofing Insights, masks, hats, couple t-shirts, full package. Best comment wins the package from Roofing Insights. Comment away. I'll see you guys in the next video.